trying to center it.
Yeah. Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is DMV Summer Copa action. Virginia Dream taking on DC Bad Bunny in Virginia Dream's first match of the Summer Copa. Well, hello and welcome. We're so glad to have you with us. Let us know your score predictions, where you're watching from, or if you have any specific players to watch. Friendly banter is, of course, welcome. As always, no hate speech of any type will be tolerated. If we see it, you will be blocked and reported. That said, friendly banter is welcome, so get those predictions in, and here we go. Virginia Dream, of course, wearing all pink, whereas DC Bad Bunny will wear their black kits. We are underway. And here we go. DC Bad Bunny, they fell hard in week one, a 7-1 loss to Arlington FC of the APL, not to be confused with Arlington Soccer Association. And it was a tough outing. Virginia Dream, this is their first match. They were still competing in both NPSL and UPSL national rounds, but they are here and they are ready to go. A tough loss up in New York for the Dream as they send it back to Mert Saeli. Joined by my co-analyst tonight, Matt. What are your expectations for this match?
Expecting to see a strong performance from the Dream. Bad Bunny, I know, will try to regroup from last week, but I don't know that they've got the firepower to run with the Dream. But with everything the Dream's been through the last couple weeks, this is clearly not their A squad, giving some other guys some chances to show themselves. So it should be should be really spirited to start, and we'll see where it goes from there. Absolutely.
Well, with that said, it's actually DC Bad Bunny who had the first set piece of the match. They've just turned the ball over, and Mendez, he's streaking the other way. Not able to find his front man on the end of it, but that's what Lucas Mendez brings. We haven't gotten to see him on the pitch for quite a while. Serves behind the scenes as kind of an administrative, sometimes coach, sometimes owner. Most recently, more so owner, but he is out on the pitch and he is an electric player to watch. Gatorade Player of the Year back in, I believe, 2019, played right here in Arlington at, I don't want to get this wrong, Washington and Liberty High School, and captained his side to a state championship. He'll certainly be glad to be on the pitch today. There's Kevin Zhu working the ball around. It's interesting when you go from playing in those national tournaments, you know, on pristine fields, not that saying anything bad about Quantum, but you know, you have the press boxes, you have all the luxuries, and today we're here at Quantum, which is a park field, and we're filming from a parking garage. And Virginia Dream, they won't care, they'll want to win. They have the same expectations, albeit a different set of players.
No, we do want to introduce our referees tonight. We have a high-level regional referee group. In the center is Luis Mejia. AR1 on the team side is John Goody, and AR2 on our side is Lynn Burns. It is a top-level crew to do this game. They did do the first game, so they could be a little wore out, but these are some top-level guys, so it should be good for the players tonight.
You love that. I mean, it can't be understated how the effect of having a top referee crew when you have players of this caliber on the pitch, and just it allows the players to do what they do without getting frustrated or without, you know, hampering or murkying the waters with controversies or unsure decisions.
Lynn Burns had the center in the first game, and by all standards really did an excellent job. Cut very little flack and seemed to call a very consistent match both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like we're having a little bit of a delay. The ball, this is what you get here in park fields. Sometimes the ball goes missing. Fuentes.
Under the truck.
Oh. Well, the truck that just pulled up, it seems to be the one sitting over the ball. But Virginia Dream, they brought multiple balls, and it's good to see. This one touched back by Liam Empson. There's a shot, and oh, it's just wide.
Fantastic technique on that. Got his knee up over the ball. Drove that on a solid line. As a college defender, fun to see defenders that can shoot and get in the flow moving forward.
Absolutely. Sent back to Fuentes. Fuentes not going to take any chances. We'll just send it up in the air. And a foul. Going the way of DC Bad Bunny. It'll give them a little bit of breathing room. Get out of their own area. DC Bad Bunny just gonna lump this one forward. Zoo rose well, got a piece of it. And it will fall over the far touchline. These teams play in different leagues. That's part of the beauty of this summer Copa. Champions League style. Teams represented from American Premier League here in Northern Virginia, the DC Premier League, First Division in Washington, D.C., Maryland Super Soccer League, First Division, and Virginia Super Soccer League. And you had to qualify by being a playoff team in your respective Division I league. So it can be called a Champions League in your own right. Of course, we're going to see some discrepancies between different teams throughout Virginia Super League, which is how Virginia Dream earned their berth. It's one of their many leagues. They play in 3, but Virginia Dream has won each of the 3 seasons. They've won the regular season title and the playoff championship. So they will look to see if they can find any more competition than what they found domestically, but DC Bad Bunny, I'm not entirely sure. I know they didn't finish in the top 3, but they were selected for this DMV Copa tournament. And we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Last week, we did see a few blowouts, but it was Copa America, the Euro Cup finals, and you know, not everyone may have been present and willing to show up for the first round of this DMV Summer Copa, but so far they've held their own. This one played back to Mert Sayali, the Turkish goalkeeper. Did a great job the last few seasons for the Dream. He was their #1 choice throughout NPSL, UPSL, and of course Virginia Super League. But in the past season, the addition of Bill Hamid has really changed things. And I mean, it's a tough task when you're a goalkeeper, a very good goalkeeper, but Bill Hamid comes in and you understandably won't get as much playing time, but they are going with Mert Sayali tonight. And he'll look to prove his abilities. This one around the corner, squared, and it does go out for a corner kick. Take a quick look at ooh, just over. Another great chance for the Dream.
Beautiful ball played in down the touchline. Dream's putting some pressure on. Bad Bunny's trying to regroup here and make sure that they're marking.
Well, it will be a goal kick to come for Fuentes. A little foul in there. Looks like it was number 13. For the Dream. I think the longer this score remains 0-0, obviously the more it benefits DC Bad Bunny. You hope your opponents maybe get frustrated, expose themselves a little bit, maybe give away a set piece and you find a way in. Right now there's a lot of time left before we start talking about any of that. Another set piece going against Virginia Dream. Max Giuliani will send this one in.
Great early opportunity for the Bunny. Getting a goal here early.
change things for me. Weirdly enough, I don't like it as a goalkeeper. I don't always like it when my team goes. I mean, of course you want to go up, but it gets a little bit nervy when, you know, when the score is level. I don't know. You feel like you haven't lost anything, and it just changes the dynamic. I don't mean to say I don't want our team to score, but it adds a little bit of nervousness when, especially an early goal.
As a coach, if you're the underdog, what you're telling your team is put the pressure on early. See if you can't get that early goal, change the dynamic, then you can play more.
Sorry to cut you off there. That was a little bit of a misplay out of the back for the Dream.
Bad Bunny seems to be coming out with that approach. Can they get an early goal? Then they can bunker in a little bit, play a little bit smarter defensively, not be chasing the game, and put the pressure on the heavily favored Dream side. Noah, you had mentioned Bill Hamid being a pickup. CJ Taylor taking over as coach early into the NPSL season for the Dream and taking over all their teams. He is a high-level coach, played overseas for several years, really has made a difference to the squad and done some fantastic recruiting. He's a name very well known and respected throughout Northern Virginia for sure.
Absolutely. I get to cover, I'm privileged to cover a lot of the Virginia Dream games, and they've always had talent. That's never been an issue, but with Coach Taylor, well, pause that thought for a moment. Shot, oh, what a touch from Fuentes. Jonathan Fuentes, he was the difference there. We'll take a look at this replay. The goalkeepers, we love to see those impact moments. Here's that replay. Quick counterattack. And it looked like it was creeping into that far corner, were it not for the outstretched hands of Jonathan Fuentes. Mendez serving one low, sent away at the near post.
Echo your thoughts, Noah. Lifelong defender, but father of a high-level goalkeeper. With training goalkeepers now. Love to see you guys work your crafts and do your skill, and thought you had an excellent first game yourself today, sir.
I appreciate that. It was a frustrating one. We got eliminated essentially in today, but it was much better. I mean, we had a terrible first showing, and you know, it was good to see progress, not perfection in that respect. But we got a thrilling game in front of us, and from the perspective of the Virginia Super League, seeing Estudiantes go out, you know, you want your league to have a strong showing. Of course, you always want to go hard against Virginia Dream when you're in your league, but being knocked out, I'm sure Estudiantes will root for their co-league defendants, and hopefully Virginia Dream can carry on and maybe lift the Copa. Ooh, I just saw a little bit of lightning way off in the distance. And hopefully it doesn't approach any closer.
Normally the standard is 10 miles.
Oh, really?
Most of the referees will have that on an app on their phone that they'll be able to monitor.
Yeah, I thought it was 7. That's good to know.
Sometimes leagues will say 7 or 8. 8 to 10 is typical. 10 is the national standard, unless a league chooses otherwise. Unfortunately, they deal with great liability if something happens. We saw another flash, but it's more of a heat lightning flash.
Yeah.
And a referee's going to see that a little different versus a strike. Another flash.
Just wanted to check out. Yeah, this is the first half. I did see someone asking. First half here in Quantum Field. 0-0 is the score. If you're just tuning in, haven't missed too much for a few chances either way. Virginia Dream earning the better of the chances. A tremendous save a few minutes ago from Jonathan Fuentes. We'll cue that replay up while we wait to get this ball. Take a look at this replay. I believe it was Mike Akinkoye streaking down that far touchline and able to pop a shot off, which might have found the back post, but Fuentes was alert.
Nice low hand left there for Fuentes.
Yeah. Sometimes those are harder to dig out than the quote-unquote upper 90 ones. Bangura.
More speed here.
Sending it top of the 18. Oh, blocked. Second bite at the apple, and it's a golazo for the Dream. Number 8, Alan Portillo. earning his first goal of the tournament. An excellent player. We followed his career with SYC last year. Joined Virginia Dream, made an instant impact in the Virginia Super Soccer League. We haven't seen him in a better part of a few months, but he is back and he has scored. And it's 1-0 to the Dream here in the 15th minute. We'll take a look at this replay. Kind of a ping pong situation. DC Bad Bunny did well to deflect the first couple, but in the end helpless to keep the final shot out.
You can see Bad Bunny really kind of bunkering in the back there. They had 4 players in front of the keeper. When that ball popped out about 15 yards, Dream had 3 options of who to go to.
Yeah. Not a surprise to see Virginia Dream up first. Bad Bunny, they had a good first 15, but the real question will be, how do they respond after this first goal? Is it gonna just be kind of a opening of the rain showers, or will they continue to fight? This one deflected for a throw.
Little things you like to see even from officials early on. Mejia taking charge there and moving them back about 10 yards as a ref in a high-level men's game to just kind of establish that the ref will be in charge can be a good thing.
Absolutely.
It's done the right way.
Sometimes silence can really set a bad precedent in those situations.
Mejia really has a good demeanor to him. He's a guy that handles a lot of pressure very calmly, doesn't overuse authority, but yeah, it makes it very clear. Players like to know that the ref is in charge. They get concerned when they think that things could go haywire quickly.
It's the old adage, you give an inch, you take a mile. If you think, not saying something there is going to be fine, the players are going to think that they have the ability to just take what they want as far as liberties with set pieces and throws is where they want to put it.
A little bit nice defending there by Bad Bunny to keep another cross coming in from deep.
There's Liam Empson, back to Mendez. Mendez, lovely feet. Shot is blocked. And Zoo will keep it at the feet of the Dream. There's Mendez, lovely turn. What can he find? Bad Bunny showing good patience there, stacking bodies just around the 18. They'll try to earn their way out of their own half here. Good turn from Oscar Bolanos. Bolanos has got some speed, hugging that near touch. And what a challenge there to win the ball back from Elias.
Andros.
Elias Andros. A newer addition to the Virginia Dream.
Andros has been a youth product from Alexandria Soccer. Done well. Whole family of Andros is there. I've been a staple of the club for years. Came over with CJ Walker. CJ was excited to bring him with him. CJ Taylor, rather, sorry.
Yeah, there's Andros with the throw. DCBB looking to utilize their lone substitute. Off comes Bolanos and on comes player to be named.
I think something that's going to help the Bunny a little bit. As temperatures are dropping, we're down to about 83, 84 degrees right now. They were in the low 90s earlier today, and the turf, of course, adding about 10 to 15 degrees. It was going to make this an even tougher job for them.
Oh, Bangura leaves it for Mendez. Mendez takes the shot. It's blocked, and DC Bad Bunny, excuse me, that's a mouthful.
Technically, DC Bad Bunny FC.
That's right.
No announcer's going to get that right twice in a row.
DCBB FC. It's a little bit easier, but not much. I know, I tried to find the logo for DC Bad Bunny, and all I got was Bad Bunny shows in DC before I came here. And my wife saw, and she said, "Hey, want to go see the Bad Bunny show?"
I don't think this is what she meant. I don't see her here, no.
No. I mean, if you are watching, maybe we can see the show, but make yourself known in the chat. This one bounces around in the midfield. It's repossessed by DCBB FC. Now Portillo finds Bangura. Bangura, he's got a man in the middle. Oh, but he overcooked it just a little bit. Mendez found himself in a great position, but not able to execute there. Ooh, that's an errant ball from DCBB. And Virginia Dream, they'll collect bodies forward. Comes the throw. Emson sends it back out. Now Zoo. Elias Andrus. "21 minutes elapsed, just 1-0 to the Dream." It was an Alan Portillo goal, scored off of a deflection. DCBB FC did well to keep the first attempts out, but collective effort from Virginia Dream to kind of force it over the line.
Dreams definitely had the possession, but not quite the dominating start that we were expecting. Bad Bunny had a couple attacks early on. Game seems to be settling.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this match still has a lot of potential to kind of open up. This one forward, Emson gets a touch, but no recipients on the end.
Looks like the Dream's playing a 4-3-4. Doesn't seem to be throwing numbers super hard up front.
Well, great ball in from Mendez, and that's a goal from Paul Bangura. Excellent little ball there from Mendez. Made it look so easy. Good to see those two connecting after a long hiatus. I'll take a look at this replay. Missed the little touch from Mendez, but a lovely tap in the end of it from Bangura, and it's 2-0 for the Dream. Exactly. It's first, and then I go to here, and I press the first. Yeah, and I might extend the replay out a little bit.
I think it's too short.
Yeah. I'll explain in a second why.
No, I got it on your.
Yeah.
And I like that you slowed it down.
Yeah.
But I still think 12, 13 seconds is a range.
Yeah.
And the fact that we have an exit button, if we really have that panic. If we didn't have that, it'd be a little more concerned.
Yeah. There's Akinkoye. There are a few players mixed into the squad who have been regular fixtures with the NPSL, UPSL squad. Well, great work and a little overambitious to take on the shot from way out wide.
There's Anthony Chong that came down that left wing. Really quick feet, nice moves, stayed balanced.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he did everything right until the final chance. I think he would have been better off playing that one to a colleague in the box. Mendez losing out.
Chong and Mendez seem to be switching in that 10 slot for them as the playmaker. Two excellent, quick, well-skilled players. Going to create a lot of opportunities for the guys up front for the Dream.
Yeah, it's great to see some of the players we haven't seen quite as much. Virginia Dream has so many players that they would be regular starters at most any amateur teams in this area, and just because of the depth of talent, the professional players, etc., that Virginia Dream have, they don't get to see the field in some of the bigger competitions, but Virginia Dream letting them see the field in the summer Copa, which has some strong teams. What I like about Virginia Dream is that they still approach this tournament with a professionalism. They're here early, they have the table set up, their coaches here, there's still a standard that's set. They may use a different roster, but they're not joking around, they're not, taking it lightly, and they want to win. Here's Portillo, early goal scorer, sending it back to Mendez. Mendez finds a little space, and by the skin of their teeth, Bad Bunny able to send it away. Akinkoye now back to Zoo.
But even the style of play shows you Virginia Dream's plan for tonight. Just hold possession, play it around. They've played all the way back to their keeper several times.
Yeah.
They're not in a hurry. They're not forcing it. They look like they really believe that the long haul was going to be the right answer tonight. Unfortunately, those strikes seems to be getting closer for us. Lightning seems to be moving in. Hopefully, if it does, it's one of those summer storms that's here quick and gone.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't see anything on the forecast, but it can be very unpredictable here in the summer, the DMV.
For once, we are actually covered here, so
yeah,
we're enjoying that.
Yep. If you haven't noticed, we are up here on our very professional press box, the second floor of the parking garage, office building parking garage here at Quantum Field. Not the worst spot you could be.
Better than many places we're forced to go and make work, so we're excited.
Absolutely. Oh, here's Mendez sending one forward, and Fuentes will take some time off the clock. I think he can see his players wouldn't mind a bit of a rest. Real Pais sending it back. Akinkoye over to Mendez. Mendez just seems to be in the right place at the right time. He's seen so much of the ball already. Oh, lovely one-touch ball outside. Chung sends it in. Ooh, almost. Uncharacteristic mistake from Fuentes, but he reached behind himself and pulled that one right off the goal line.
Connor Dobbins, number 30 for the Dream, brought that ball nice up the wing, making some things happen in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, lovely move. A little bit overcooked the touch, but Liam Empson able to take over. Tio sends it out.
To your earlier point, Dream sitting there with 7 subs ready to go. Bad Bunny's got the lone guy that's been waiting for the last couple minutes to get in.
Yeah.
I think the war of attrition is going to win out for Virginia Dream here in the long run.
Absolutely. Well, that's my point. You just wouldn't know which was the team that played in Brooklyn last night and didn't get back until 4 in the morning. But I guess it also speaks to the size of the club, etc.
But does speak to their professionalism and them putting their best foot forward every chance they can. That'd be an easy excuse to write this one off.
Yeah. Yep. All you can control is what you do. You know, you don't know what your opponent's going to show out. I don't know if, and sometimes these Sunday leagues where somehow DC Bad Bunny has a friend who knows Messi, and now he's kidding, but you do get to see some random high-profile players that make an appearance in these leagues. So you really can't take anything for granted. You got to show up with your best.
The Messi watch is out. He has not been spotted yet.
Yeah, no Messi. Maybe a Bill Hamid sighting. I don't know. I think Bill Hamid's going to sit out this tournament, but
we thought we might see him here as the goalkeeper for the Dream whole academy.
Yeah, that's right.
but again, getting in late last night.
Got to spend some time with the family, of course.
And Phil does a fair amount of training on his own with lots of local youth prospects. So probably had some clients lined up for today that he needed to give some attention to.
Yeah, absolutely. And it would be probably not the right, that's not really the fairest thing. You got Mert, you've got a couple other goalkeepers who are more than capable, that, you know, it's just the right situation to get them some minutes. And it's not like you're putting your team at risk. I have all the faith in Mert Saeli, and I'm sure they do too.
Any coach would tell you, you've got to keep a second keeper as fresh and engaged and sharp as possible. We've seen games even recently in some of our various leagues where goalkeepers 2 and 3 stepped up for great performances. Usually comes down to the coach, keeping them engaged throughout the season, keeping them sharp.
Portillo finding his way out of trouble, has plenty of green grass in front of him. It's out wide to Bangura. Dream drawing a sizable crowd over on the mini bleachers in the far side. A lot of pink out there. This is Virginia Dream territory, just about 8 minutes away from Meridian High School Stadium, where they play their home games in UPSL and NPSL. Oh, great ball in from Emson. Flag stays down. Emson takes the shot. What a save from Fuentes. Only cleared so far is Paul Bangura, and eventually will be picked up.
Portilla looking for an assist to go with his goal there. Just hit that a little heavy, a little more direct. Sure, he's telling himself a softer touch and a more diagonal ball, and he's got himself an assist to go with the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a slightly narrower field than you might see in NPSL and UPSL, and in some ways it's maybe good. You have to really find your touch. You have to be clinical with where you're going to put the ball. This one switched over to Dobbins and overcooked. There's a Denny sending it in. Won by the Dream. Mendez wanted a handball, but not gonna get it.
With the Dream rotating Bangura, Mendez, and Chong through that attacking midfielder slot, you can really see where their focus is with the smaller field, trying to play into them and then play off of them, and guys are making the runs. It's making for a fun style of soccer. I think your note about the more narrow field, especially since it's all anchored in cement block, players are not going to want to go hard to those sides or to the corners.
Yeah.
So Dream looks like they've really readjusted and trying to play. And when you have somebody like Mendez and Chong and Bangura there in the middle, you've got some talent to play into and let them play out of.
Well, they've got 3 matches this week because they started so late in the DMV Summer Copa. They have to bring some of their extra players up to speed. They have to find a way to use every part of their roster. I don't think they gain a whole lot by just sending balls forward, just pounding it. They may get some goals, but they have a tough matchup on Wednesday against Los Toros, who are, lovely bit of skill, who are one of the front runners for the tournament outside of Virginia Dream. They were, I believe, 3 or 4 time American Premier League champions. They were semifinalists this year, had a disappointing exit loss to Yins United, but they'll see themselves as equal opponents to the Dream, and this match, while not exactly a warm-up match, will be a good way for Dream to kind of figure out their tempo. This one touched, backside, Mert standing ready. Apologies, we do have part of our shot blocked by the office building. That was one of the unfortunate parts of our setup here. Not totally ideal, but better than field level. This one sent to Bangura, and good shield from the fullback. Fuentes sending it back in quickly. Tio goes back to Zoo. And Akinkoye lets it slip, but runs it right back.
Here in the 44th minute, would have expected to see Dream up a little bit bigger, so Bad Bunny's kind of hanging in there. A goal would really change their perspective. Does look like they're dragging a little bit. I'm sure they're waiting for that halftime whistle.
Yep, this flag does go up. Shot is wide from Empson, but he has those in his arsenal, Liam Empson, so DCBB will have to look out as he drifts to that back post. Let's cue up one of these saves from Fuentes earlier on. This is Liam Empson taking it low, well held by Fuentes. He's had a few. That was a save I think he'll feel he expects to make, but at this level you don't always see every single one. That was just a nice dive. It should come back. Just about 10 minutes to play in this first half. Virginia Dream leading by a score of 2-0. Just kind of coasting along. Mendez sends a great cross-field ball. Empson able to pick it up and keep it alive. Now Bangura into the box. Well away from DCBB.
Great bending ball out here by Bangura.
I love that from Fuentes. Don't let the ball hit the back of the net, no matter what. Plays dead, still make the save. Will be a set piece for DC. So my brain's telling me, do you really have to say DCBB each time? Can you just say DC? But I think the answer is yes. I do have to say DCBB. The lightning way off in the distance. It's rather beautiful as long as it stays at bay way off in the distance. Here's Akinkoye. Now Dobbins. Bangura taking the shot on, takes a deflection, and Fuentes not going to quite get there. Corner kick to come. Mendez serving it on the ground, looking for a window. Ooh, whiffed that one, but we'll have to get back. This is a chance for DCBB. Oh, playing
nice
one.
ball.
Flag stays down and a heavy touch.
Definitely DCBB's best chance of the night. Really nice outside of the foot touch through the middle there. Had their player streaking. It looks like he's dragging a little bit. Those can be pretty discouraging. You get everything right, one bad touch, and the play's dead, and you've just made a 50-yard run.
Yeah, absolutely. I will say the only good part is at least he didn't lose it on the transition. You know, it did give a chance for all his players to get back into shape. It can be just catastrophic when you lose it central area and everybody's up the field and you only have the one sub.
Again, as a coach in those cases, you're teaching your team. It's all out counterattack at that point.
Yep.
Other team wants to lose it in the middle, you're going. And Gore's looking.
Mendez takes one himself and just wide. That deflection could have just gone about anywhere. In the end, fell behind for a corner kick. Take a look just at this sneaking run in from Mendez. And then the shot. Deflected well wide.
He's just so technical. That little touch onto the left foot to go far post where most players would have shot with the right foot and taking away their angle. If that doesn't get deflected, that probably is goal number 3 along tonight.
Absolutely. Just about 6 minutes left to play in this half. DCBB earning a little bit of space in the midfield, but, well, there's some commentators' curse. They turn it over. Emson now looking to find Mendez. This is a little too lackadaisical from DCBB, but do end up getting it away. There's Akin Koye coming over, helping out Zoo. And forward for Portillo. He's got some space. Straight ball for Bangura. Walking the tightrope and now cutting it back in.
Excellent defending there. Bangura's a pretty crafty player.
Dobbins back to Mendez. Mendez queuing one up. Oh, it's just wide. Gotta take a look at this one.
He's just looking for a little more spin, a little more bend, and that's all net if he can get this hit a little more on the outside of the ball, driven well. You see his technical skill. You see him starting to drag a little at the end of this half. Looks like he's really pushing himself to get back to game fitness. Great night to do that for him.
Yeah, absolutely. DCBB, though, they have to find it in themselves to close down some of those shots. When you let a player who's played at the highest level like Mendez queue up those shots, he's going to make you pay eventually. And they have been doing a relatively good job around their 18, but I think just a little too much space given.
We're starting to see 6 or 7 of the subs for Virginia Dream up and moving and stretching. Looks like we may have a big substitution at halftime. Could really be a nightmare for DC Bad Bunny if all of a sudden they're looking at 6, 7 new sets of legs.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be tough sledding for DCBB, and what's worse for them, it's unlimited subbing in this tournament. Virginia Dream have mercifully not executed or exercised too many of their substitutions yet, but if they want to just play waves and waves of players, they can. These players, they all pretty much have the fitness to go 90 anyways, so we'll see how this ends up as the game goes on.
Again, the Dream have such just a high-level roster, but these guys coming in are guys that have started here, can start other places, so Bad Bunny is going to have to really focus on the first 5-10 minutes of the second half, or this game could get out of control quick.
Oh man, and that does not look good. Captain Oscar Bolanos making his way to the sideline. It looks like there could be an injury, and we'll see. Hopefully he's able to continue after that little foul.
He took a pretty hard knock on that. Looks like the outside of the knee.
Dream able to clear their lines after the set piece. Bangura forward for Liam Emson. Emson all by himself. Goalkeeper will come. Lovely move from Emson, and it's a goal for Liam Emson. No doubt in his mind what he wanted to do. For a minute, it looked like Emson had taken too big of a touch, but he dangled the ball out and knew what he was doing, and then took it around Fuentes so well. 3-0 for the Dream.
Fuentes, who's had a really good night, would probably like to have that one back. A little bit of initial hesitation. Came out hard. Certainly not afraid to come out of players, but I think he knows that if he could have gotten there one step earlier without the hesitation, he has them.
Yeah, those are so tough, especially for goalkeepers, you know, like Fuentes, who he's definitely not afraid to come and collect that at all. It's just maybe wasn't sure what to do. He was already backpedaling in that moment, and then decided, hey, maybe this is too late. But I think if he had continued to come with all his force, would have made it very difficult for Emson.
But to Emson's credit, that's a heck of a touch. Tall guy, long legs. Sometimes those are not the guys with the quickest little touches and steps. And he made a really nice controlled step there.
Oh my goodness, lovely bit of skill there from Mendez. And it falls out for a corner kick.
And with that ball looking like it was offside, with the new law in that since the defender purposely played it and it goes to a player in an offside position, he is no longer considered offside. The flag stayed down and allowed them to play the ball back in and almost score.
Not entirely sure he was past the, I guess, was, oh, Emson put him across, and it's a goal! Emson served it well across, and then Zoo, he did the rest. It's 4-0 for the Dream. Kevin Zoo will get credit for that one. Liam Emson with the assist. Great ball in, and, well, the showers have started here in this first half for DCB Bad Bunny.
And if that was hockey, Mendez would get the second assist on that. Great ball played in, 2 quick little headers. Almost looked like a training exercise that they executed perfectly.
Yeah, it's tough. Not the best marking at the back post. Emson sort of just floated back, and he was not going to miss from there. Kevin Zoo. Well, we have reached the end of the first half. This is our first time calling games together, so, you know, I don't know how we want to approach this, but I think we're going to take a quick break. We're going to rejoin you in just a few moments, but just a reminder, if you are a local business out there and you're looking for some airtime, for some visibility to engage with the community, feel free to reach out and sponsor DMV Sports Media. We're looking for sponsors. We're looking for local businesses who want to partner either on a seasonal basis or specific matches. We have the ability to do on-air call-outs. We do have image overlays, and of course we can play full video advertisements before the match and at halftime, and be a great way to engage with your community. DMV Sports Media, we're starting to get a little following here. We have some regular viewers, and I'm sure we could find some businesses that might help out our viewers. So with that said, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back with the second half in a few minutes, and we will look forward to seeing you there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half here at the DMV Summer Copa event between Virginia Dream and DC Bad Bunny. As expected, Virginia Dream, they had the better of the first half. 4 goals, most of them towards the end of the half. And now we will see the second half underway. Virginia Dream playing left to right in their pink quartz uniforms. DC Bad Bunny FC playing right to left, wearing all black. And there's Mert Saili looking upfield with his distribution. Does connect really well with Emson. Now Mendez. Sent up top, and Jonathan Fuentes will get there. Keep the frame a little bit lower, because you don't, more like in the middle. Yeah, right here. There's good. Perfect. This is in the central. Coming with it. Perfect. Now, Mike Akinkoye able to win it back. There was a foul in the process. Center official decided no advantage there. Akinkoye playing quickly. Bangura out wide. Is there a service? Oh, it's a goal for Emson. Tough view. We didn't get the assist holder. I believe it was Bangura, but Liam Emson, he wouldn't miss from that range. We'll take a look at the replay we can see. Does Virginia Dream make it 5?
Nice touchdown into the corner. It was Bangura that started the play. Unable to tell you who got the exact assist at the moment.
And here we go, 5-0 for the Dream.
We believe the Dream made 5 or 6 changes at half.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is just a lot of fresh legs on a hot, muggy night.
Try to update you on some of those changes. Whereas TC Bad Bunny, pretty much the same. They do just have the 1 sub, and I believe Bolanos unable to continue, so they're just stuck with what they got out there right now. Akinkoye winning it and sending it back to Zoo. And now back to all the way to Saili.
Not much pressure coming from Bad Bunny. There's no need for them to press high. That would just be a lot of lost energy at this point.
No, not to mention, I mean, Virginia Dream, I feel pretty confident in saying, try to keep the ball central. Right here. Virginia Dream, they're pretty capable playing from the back, and so that might be a fruitless effort, even if they had all of the fitness, all of the energy in the world, but especially without substitutions. Just drop a deep line and wait. Maybe find a counterattack a couple times. Here comes Bangura, streaking inside, and ball's cut out. Much better passing on this near touchline from the Bad Bunny. I'll send it across.
Nice
That's
little switch.
a dangerous ball.
Kind of a heavy touch there.
Welcome, Dennis Turner. I see joining the chat. Esther Awald, Big B, Terrell Williamson, the longtime Virginia Dream player. Terrell, why aren't you out there tonight? I assumed and expected to see a big part of the team as the tournament goes on. Mr. Charles Taylor Sr. cheering on his son in the chat. And of course, Coach Luis. Luis, great work. Yesterday was watching you on the live stream up in Manhattan. I'm sure you've deserved a rest, but I do hope to see you in the tournament at some point.
I do apologize. That's the corner that's cut.
Yeah.
They will come back in your screen here in a second. Here we go.
Yep. One of the drawbacks of the upper parking garage press box we've got going today. It's not a bad view, actually, aside from that building, and there's one light pole that kind of obstructs our view of goal.
Another couple quick touches there by Virginia Dream. I think we're going to see more and more of that. Guys running into space. Bad Bunny's fighting hard through this with fitness levels, but there's going to be more and more space to be found. And Dream is in no rush and has the skill to find them in tight spaces.
Well, it may seem cruel for Virginia Dream to keep the foot on the pedal, but DC Bad Bunny, they lost 7-1 in week 1, and this tournament could come down to goal differential. That is the #1 tiebreaker. So we're going to see Virginia Dream continuing to try to score as much as they can. At least I anticipate this one. Oh, it's a goal for the Dream. I didn't see who. Yeah. That's Kevin Zhu with his second goal of the match, touching it home. We'll take a look at the replay. All the time to play the service, ball sent across, and then Kevin Zhu wouldn't miss from there. Actually, not an easy goal by any stretch, able to turn it into the far side of the goal.
And not to underestimate, that was about a 50-yard ball played precisely to his head, right in there amidst the defenders. Really well done. I believe that was Bangor again.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a lot of time to serve it, but even with all the time in the world, that's not an easy ball to connect on. DCBB playing it back to Jonathan Fuentes. Fuentes, a player we've seen, kind of a journeyman, a mercenary, as us goalkeepers tend to be. We'll go with the teams that need us, and obviously there's plenty of teams at the amateur level that are always looking for a goalkeeper, but Fuentes, strong talent, spent some time with Elite FC and Villarreal in the UPSL. A little bit tighter. Oh, skied that one. Okay, I'm gonna take it for just a second. Just watch what I'm trying to do with it, and then I'll give it right back to you. It's a goal kick to come. It might actually be easier to watch it on here because that's delayed. Jonathan Fuentes lining up this goal kick. Will send it into the midfield. And picked off immediately. Here's Mendez taking on the shot. Didn't get, well, really the power behind it that he was looking for. It might have taken a deflection. The referee says goal kick.
Mendez looks like he's really trying to get that one goal for the night. He has been a major influence, creating lots of opportunities.
It's really funny. Mendez, he's so influential, sees so much of the ball, and he creates so many chances, but I haven't seen a ton of goals scored for him directly in my time covering, but it's no slight whatsoever to his abilities. It's just, it seems like he starts things off more than finishes them. Here's Mike Akinkoye.
Probably, if anything, it's a testament to his abilities, and he's not looking to score. He's trying to set guys up for easy shots. In a game like this, looks like this type of game he'd like to walk away with one in the net. Yeah. But early on, wasn't even barely facing up the goal. Just one nice touch after another, giving other guys great opportunities. Yeah,
absolutely. Once you get to 6 goals, ooh, it's a chance. Number 98 takes the shot on it, beautifully buried. It's 98. You have, is that Andrus?
No.
98.
That's Anthony Chung.
Chung netting a beautiful goal. A young player, new addition for the Dream.
Another Alexandria product that came over with Coach Taylor.
7-0. Let's take a look at this replay. Chung first to react. Lovely touch, and then tucked it home with the left foot. Never any doubt from that range.
Nice set of skill there with the left foot, hitting it far post and bending it in. Just not giving keeper any chance at all.
7-0 for the Dream. Probably the right result as far as how things have gone thus far, but we still have a lot of time left. about 35 minutes. Defeated look on the faces of DC Bad Bunny. Respect for them continuing to try to make it the best they can. On for Virginia Dream, number 12. That is Muad Ezahir. Diego Vasquez also entering the fray.
Again, as in the first game with Lynn Burns, reffing a game with very little feedback and very few complaints. Luis Mejia has done the same tonight. Really has had a good game there in the center, keeping the boys safe, but very consistent, which is what players will tell you they want from referees.
Ooh, that one wasn't far wide, but just trickles out for a goal kick. A little bit
Yeah, I was hitting up there.
We'll get used to it, yeah. It's not weird.
This is the part that I'll get it. It's just,
yeah. This is a perfect half. I mean, it's what it is right now. With so this is the time to learn.
Do you have a list of how many viewers we have?
We've had 285 tune in thus far. We have 35 still watching with us right now. Welcome to everyone. We're so glad to have you with us. Try to get this center down.
And mind you, ball in this.
Yeah. And mind you, when I'm telling you, you don't need to jerk it in. Still, you can try to come gently to it whenever possible. And imagine the outside of the range, like a no-go zone, like it's a margin of error. Well, this makes it weird, but
yeah.
Zoom in a little bit, and up, because you know it's coming here. Yeah, perfect. Like when they take it out here, just take this into here, because you know it's going to be somewhere in here. Like, I'm not worried about any of this. Back here, that's a heck of a ball if they play it. You can follow it. All right. There is Mike Akinkoye, uncharacteristically losing out. Ezahir running back and putting in a great challenge. As we mentioned, Wednesday, 8 p.m., we will be covering Virginia Dream versus Los Toros, 8 p.m.
Yeah. Sorry, folks, but we had a great save there.
Yeah, great save from Fuentes. Put it together a few on this day. It's a tough result, but really hasn't been largely his fault.
He's had a fairly solid night. A lot of unmarked shots coming at him.
Carl Mbuo has entered the fray, number 31. We've seen it, Mbuo, because I know I struggled with the name the last time it was Steel Pulse. Yeah, here, higher, a little, yeah, perfect. Leave it. Yeah. Just be careful when you're zooming in that it doesn't continue. Like, get ready to ease off once you get close to where you're going. This one will be a goal kick for DCBB, and they'll play from the back.
Do you know how many viewers you get in the course of a year? That'd be great stats and shit.
I do. I have it somewhere. I don't have it on hand, but I'll put together a graphic we can share. We can put it on the screen and stuff. Come a little bit wider, just a touch. Yep, perfect. Yep, that's great clearance from Fuentes. And now sent back to Mert Saili. Hasn't had a lot to do today, but getting involved with the distribution.
But again, the fact that he's got about 9 or 10 touches from balls back, that's a true mark of CJ Taylor. Likes to play that ball back, reset with the keeper is his terminology, and then go from there. Something you're going to see more and more with the Dream under his leadership.
Well, I know that's a huge emphasis for Mert Sayali. He had a tremendous game a few matches ago. He came in, made some big stops, and I came and congratulated him for the great game, and he was distraught, beside himself. He told me I was terrible because a couple of his distributions didn't go where he wanted them, and he didn't care that he had made some great saves. That was a big area of emphasis for him. And it's a goal, Virginia Dream, making it 8. Nice. Take a look at this replay. Yeah. Now we can go over here. We'll add to it. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Sorry. I just start doing everything and didn't see who got on the end of it. I believe that would be 31. I think that was Carl Mumbuo.
He certainly had himself in the right place. Not sure he needed to make the touch. He might have left that go.
Yeah.
Which is a smart play. Coach will tell you it's a nightmare when a ball's going in and a forward wants to get the touch and deflects it out.
Oh man, we've all seen that, whether in the pros or.
But whether you're U8 or Copa America, you get a chance to score, you want to get that touch.
Yeah, we will be tracking Golden Boot for this tournament, and so some of these players might like to see their name in lights, so to speak. Dream attacking again. Mumbuo able to win it back.
Wide open shot here. It's our hidden corner there. Dream busting out of.
Shot taken, and Fuentes able to get behind this one.
Fuentes will sleep well tonight. He has been all over the ground for a big guy. Moves pretty well, gets down pretty quickly. That's Andres in the back again. Elias plays well. Also for a big sturdy guy. Excellent footwork from a center defender. Moving back and forth between that outside defender and inside defender slot.
Sent over to the far touchline. Mumbuo looking for the service. A little bit, try to keep that a margin of error for the outside of the screen. Just if it's inside the like outer inch or whatever, try to keep it inside that. This one sent long. Well tracked down by Zoo. Around the corner. Dream will have tougher competition as the tournament goes on. Group stage, Los Toros, we spoke about their Wednesday matchup. That will certainly be a thrilling one to watch, whatever the outcome. And then next Sunday, they have to face off against Arlington FC, who beat DCBB by a score of 7-1. So not quite the same level of thrashing as this one's on pace to be, but a team that will probably give them a little bit more difficulty. Oh, what a finish there from the Dream. Believe that would be, yeah, you can go ahead. Didn't see who that is, but we'll acknowledge the goal scorer in a second. I'm going to change the, what's it called? 9-0 for the Dream. Coming in hot. And earning a strong goal differential. Well, that looks like it was Muad Ezahir coming off the bench and making an impact. So my advice when moving it, try to I'm gonna show you what, and I'm gonna kind of talk through. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna get a little, camera demo. For those who have stuck with us long and into this game, I'm gonna get a little peek behind the curtain of how we do it at DMV Sports Media. So I kind of just try to make it without even thinking. I'm just kind of going with the ball at all times. So it's never really like a catch-up kind of a thing. It's always, no matter if it doesn't matter if the ball goes out. And now it's on the far side. I try to kind of zoom as it goes, and it's just so lightly that I'm doing it. Obviously it gets harder the more that they're playing it across the field, but it'll be. I should have brought an extra. I might have to think if I need this camera for anything in the coming week. I'd like to give you a camera to just take it and practice with just how to move it, without any of the other gear. Just worry about how to kind of flow with it, so that it's not really a makeup kind of a thing.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But it's definitely tougher because you're not everyone I have doing the games. It's the same thing. And it's also tough not to watch the game.
Yeah, that's the biggest mistake. Keeper way out here.
As I hear disappearing into the black hole, but it looks Fuentes did enough on that one. You can show you real quick.
Fuentes was about 30-35 yards out. It's really a sign of a brave, confident keeper, and he got the job done.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan York just joined. He asked who scored for the Dream. I know we've had two goals for Kevin Zhu, at least one for Muad Ezahir. Paul Bangura, I believe, had one. I'm not going to get all of them. I know Alan Portillo scored. Anthony Chung scored. Liam Empson had a goal. Had 2 goals. So I think that might have answered most of the question. This one, just bring it back central here. Don't worry about the building because we're never going to get to see past it. Yeah, it's tricky. That's weird kind of.
That's our black hole, folks. There.
It's slightly transparent. No, it's blacked out. I was thinking maybe you could see through, but no. DCBB switching the point of attack at their own peril. I think the other thing that's confusing is the camera wants to go down once it reaches a certain threshold, so you need to have it, you're just holding onto it, preparing for it to want to go downwards.
Okay.
Dipping. A little bit higher. And Fuentes disappearing behind the goal, behind the black hole that is, and coming away with
reappears
it.
With the ball.
He didn't look like he was in the best situation, but whatever he did worked out.
Every keeper's dream. Disappear without it, come back with it.
Yeah. I feel like that's sometimes how it goes when you, or at least when I come forward just flying out into a challenge and you end up with the ball in your hands and you're like, oh, I don't know how that happened. And once it bounces off the player's foot but somehow stays in your gloves, it's a reassuring feeling.
Do want to send some encouragement towards Bad Bunny. They're facing a heck of a team tonight. They're obviously not at this level, but there's been a lot of great skill out there by DCBB, and they really have fought hard as they're about to surrender another one here.
Yep. Lovely finish. So for that one, I know we're dealing with a lot. Try to still track it as it's going up so that there's a little, I want to cue up the replay. So as he's still going, does the turn, and, he's up in this upper corner, still go a little, there's still a little bit of space until we get to this building here. I know the building kind of throws it off. But we have now reached double digits, ladies and gentlemen. 10-0 for the Dream. Tough night for DCBB, but
we are only in the 70th minute, so barring lightning cutting our night short. 20 minutes still to go.
See James Ashby out there has entered the fray. We've seen him notch at least one goal in UPSL action, or sorry, I believe it was NPSL action. So they're mixing in players who have seen time across all their competitions. Most notably, Mike Akinkoye has been holding it down in the middle of the pitch. We've seen Kevin Zhu throughout the season in some of the big games for Virginia Dream. And while this is a tough result, I know for me, I always am thrilled to play against certain players of another like echelon, because I never played Division I college, I never played professional, so you know, even if I'm going to go and lose to Virginia Dream, which I have lost to them several times and beaten them one time.
You got that one that you can hang on to.
Yeah, and they've scored quite a few goals past me. It's just a cool experience playing against players of Mendez's caliber, you know, Jean-Christophe Kofi, Amson, just to name a few. I mean, that's a great experience. And I know a lot of the teams wanted Virginia Dream to play in the tournament. There was some question whether we could make it work with all their national competitions going, and even though they're a front runner and they may go on and win the tournament at the expense of someone else winning it, other teams, there was no question. They wanted them in the tournament. They wanted to play against the best. The other leagues wanted to see it too, and they're kind of the selling point for the tournament. You know, that Virginia Dream is playing in this tournament.
Nice tackle there. A little earlier, Merck came out and made a nice play. Hasn't had a lot to do tonight, but really has showed that he belongs back there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the calmness with his distribution has been something he'll take away from tonight. It hasn't been under the most pressure, but he's been very clean when called on, and when he's sent even some of the longer passes, they've been perfect connections. Mert, I know you're going to listen to this later. Mert, one of the best goalkeepers I know at keeping his own statistics. He will quote specific distribution percentages, downfield passes percentage, completed save percentages. He knows all that stuff. And
as a goalkeeper trainer, I love the keepers that care about every little facet of the game.
Yep.
And they want excellence in every one. And if they know what they did, then they know what they need to improve on. And success from a keeper comes number one from confidence. We have a nice touch by Luis Mejia, but since he's wearing green, it doesn't count. Ball's coming back.
Well, we haven't thought, or at least I haven't thought much about the referee throughout this game, and that's a great sign, I think, of a referee. He's not getting in the way of the game. There's no controversies. It's just teams are playing.
Every referee, coach, trainer will tell you that if they go home and they can't name who the center referee was, that is a perfect match. When they're talking about you after, it's not usually a good thing.
So I see, how do you qualify for this cup? You're supposed to win. You're supposed to earn you're supposed to qualify for playoffs in your respective league. Now, there may be some question, maybe DC Premier League, maybe some of their teams were not able to participate in the tournament and they entered alternative teams into those spots for the playoff teams that couldn't compete. I don't want to say with certainty, but I think that may be the case with DC Bad Bunny. They may be one of the alternate teams in. For a majority of the teams, you have to qualify by way of earning playoff spot in your respective leagues. And we've seen some strong competition across. I think this will be, with pretty strong conviction, the easiest test that Virginia Dream will face across this tournament. Los Toros Wednesday, and then Arlington FC on Sunday should be a tougher task, certainly surmountable task. And then as the tournament goes on, there's the potential to play against teams like Yins United or Steel Pulse from up in Maryland, and I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling that it could end up being Steel Pulse, Virginia Dream in at least the Final Four of the tournament.
Which will make for a great matchup. Contrast of styles. Steel Pulse is a team with great speed. Looks like sometimes they've got 13, 14 players out there.
That one trickles over the end line. Mert will decide how he wants to approach this goal kick. I will bet my bottom dollar he's going short.
And the Dream, of course, is a team that plays a lot of skill, a lot of possession. So them and Steel Pulse would make for a great matchup. Two high-skilled teams playing very different styles. Which, with all the great soccer we've been able to see over the last few weeks, between the European Championships and Copa America, we've seen lots of different styles. Again, we have an offside call from the referee that doesn't seem to exist over there in the black hole.
Yeah, well, it's better than, I was watching one of our streams, it was the DMV Copa, Silver Copa, so there's two parallel tournaments. There's the gold, this tournament, which has, it's the Champions League, if you will, of only Division I playoff teams, or asterisk next to it. We're just gonna leave it at that. But the Silver Copa is 16 of the teams that didn't earn a playoff spot in their respective Division I league, or maybe play Division II or Division III. We got a few teams we know of playing in that. North Stars, Baltimore Kickers. Ooh, zoom out. And there's a goal. So there, you're gonna want to not go too and try to keep it like center like this. Great goal. I believe that it was Carl Moonbong making it 11. We'll take a look at the replay. Here, I'm gonna leave it up. So yeah, when you're zooming, you got to be ready to kind of ease off off the gas as it goes. I'm gonna quickly hit this, and I'll give it right back to you. There we go. There. 11-0 for the Dream. Another chance. And it's another goal. Virginia Dream having a field day. It is so tough, and you really can't help but feel for the DCBB guys out there. I think sometimes when you have moments like this, it's a good learning moment for the tournament for next year, and maybe we'll have to figure out some kind of way to figure, if your league can't put certain teams in, your teams aren't ready to play, maybe who's going to take their spot. But that said, Virginia Dream just showing their class tonight. I'm adding it to 12.
We're not sure what Bad Bunny's full roster looks like, but them coming tonight with just 12. Here you get another shot of that replay. Great outside of the foot touch. Back to live stream here.
Yeah, back live now. Virginia Dream, I don't think that they're going to try to put the pedal all the way down. I think they're going to try to do what we're seeing right now, bring it back to Mert, move the ball around, but if the goals come, they're not going to peel off away from goal, I think.
And every player will tell you when they get their chance, they want to score.
Yep.
And some guys are getting some time with the Dream that haven't been getting a ton of minutes, and again, shows you their talent level top to bottom.
Next game, I see a question in the chat. I don't know if it's rhetorical. It's a who's next. Maybe a little trash talk. It's Los Toros. So for those, you want to keep going with it. Get ahead if you can, because
just trying not to go too fast.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
No,
yeah, it's one of those things that you'll get used to, like even trying to get ahead of, like, you'll anticipate what's coming next. For these, also try not to get too far on the side. Like, right here is good, but like when Mert's got it, you can have him central, but like a little bit like here.
I got you.
Yeah. And then as he's kicking it, you can start to go.
Kind of, kind of thinking like a referee. You don't want to be by where they're taking the kick because you know it's going down.
Yeah, and even here, you'll still want to go. You don't want to anticipate too much. You still want to be up with the zoom in a little bit, but also come up. Yeah, see, when you're zooming, it's coming too much at once. Practice for the rest of it, trying to go as light as possible on the zoom in, zoom out, and cutting off.
Okay.
That, I think, will make it a lot easier. And then also,
am I hitting that a little hard? Is it a little fast?
Yeah, it's coming too hard. Also, when you're moving along, not doing big jumps all at once. Try to just go little jumps. And you know what I mean, following the ball and also anticipating. So that was not one thing. That was like 4 things, but those I think will be the things that'll make it a lot easier.
You're dealing a lot with a lifelong coach and referee, not a cameraman.
Yeah, I've had some learning, a harsh learning curve over the last 3.5 years. So trust me, I feel it. And I still miss stuff. Here's Oscar Bolanos.
Flag is down.
Send it across. Virginia Dream neutralizing that one. If you're DC Bad Bunny, I think as far as this game goes, 1 goal, that's a moral victory. If they can score 1. Virginia Dream, of course, they'll be furious. Mert does not want to lose his clean sheet today. So that is the storyline as far as this game has gone. I don't think no matter what Dream scores now, it's going to change too much. If it comes to goal differential, I don't see them not going through based on the goal differential. This one forward. It's going to be another goal for the Dream.
It's 44 again.
Yeah, for that, just be ready to come up ever so slightly like this. You know, and when I'm saying zoom in, you don't want to like zoom at the expense of missing it. So if I guess, sorry, I'm maybe overcoaching it. Maybe come up first and zoom in if that makes it easier, rather than zooming and coming up. Yeah. Because once you're down here, it makes it harder to kind of like, you know, every little motion is amplified. 13 for the Dream. So, come back to the earlier question. Wednesday night is next for Virginia Dream. They will play Los Toros, which I can guarantee will be a different story. Dream, I believe, still would be the favorites in that match, but Los Toros, they'll make it a match. Oh, what a save there from Fuentes, touching that one wide and a corner kick to come. We'll take a look at this replay.
You're going to see the ball slotted through the middle here. Nice first touch to get control. Shoots back across. Fuentes going with the high hand, making a nice save.
Yep, that's exactly what I would do. Dream possessing the ball in the box, send it back out, and we'll travel over the far touchline. So, as I said, Los Toros Wednesday, and then Sunday, squaring off against Arlington SA. Sorry, Arlington FC, not Arlington SA. It's different from the UPSL opponent, which Virginia Dream are all too familiar with.
As well.
Yeah, they've faced off 5 times just this season alone across all competitions, and let's give Mert a little screen time here. Oh, I thought he was looking our way.
All right, Mert's looking now.
There he is. He's locked in.
That's the goalkeeper look that says, yeah, I have a clean sheet, but I'm going to act like I don't notice anything.
Yeah. I don't think he wants to have Coach CJ Taylor catching him, making gestures over to the side, and he's up here. So this should be central right here. Yep. Sent across, a little overcooked. And it looks like it'll be a goal kick to come. DC Bad Bunny will have Los Toros next Sunday. Ooh, this one sent through. Mert well off his line. We'll send it up in the air, and that's what you want from your goalkeeper. only able to neutralize the threat, but also able to find a colleague. We've had 396 people tune in so far, 36 still watching.
We appreciate almost 400 people joining us tonight. Don't underestimate the impact of these videos. We love having you. Appreciate you joining us. Appreciate you speaking in on the chats. Thousands and thousands join us in the course of a year and more every year. So we want to really thank you. For those that are from out of town, we're located just about 2 miles from the famous Capital One Hall. So we have another opportunity here for the Dream.
Top of the 18, and that's a goal. Try to get a little bit tighter, yeah. A little bit tighter when they're moving that around, because you know they're going to take it from here and they're going to serve it to the 18. And it makes for a nice highlight win. But it is good. I mean, we're keeping it in frame. That's the main priority. We'll take a look at this replay here.
43.
Let's see, 43, that is...
You see the touch come back. Again, nice little lean back, out inside the foot, curl out to the far corner.
Is it possible it's 33? Let's see, or 44? Let's take a look. Maybe, I'm not sure who that is. Where is he?
He's on the far side on the circle. He's right at midfield right now.
Is it 13? No. Oh, is it over there? Oh, well, I'm not worried about it. Okay. Dream sent to the near side. As I hear, well, send it back to Zoo.
How's that now? Is that where you want it?
A little bit tighter, if you can. Do what you're.
One time it went too tight. I'm trying not to make that mistake.
Yeah. Come up a little bit. You don't want to. This is. We don't need any of this. Come left. Yep. So still try to get micro movements. I know it's so difficult to make it, but like I'm talking about as slight of a movement as you possibly can is better. Yeah, almost like I try to make it almost like they don't even realize I'm moving the camera. It's just,
as you said, no, if you move too much on the camera, they start to get dizzy.
Yeah, you get that little seasick kind of thing. Oh, sent in quickly. What a save there from Fuentes, and a second save. Be a corner to come. We'll take a look at this one. Oh, that's a goal kick. Well, we're going to exit out of this because we are underway. And based on how things have been, there's no sure thing that the ball will get out of the 18 for DCBB. Take a look at this replay. Excellent save from Fuentes. And then up on his feet.
And earned himself a goal kick. Again, as a keeper, you can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a coach, you appreciate the effort. He's still putting in, going hard back there.
So just working it along. Sent over the top. Final few moments. We are into the 89th minute. DCBB send it. Trying to get bodies forward. Now's the time. And so painful to lose the ball in those situations. Now everyone ideally should get goal side.
A lot of heavy legs out there for DC Bad Bunny.
Ooh, Akinkoye can't quite keep that one down. So in that, let me slide it in. I'm going to show you. So when he gets here, you want to follow, and then as he gets the shot set, you're just kind of coming to this.
What did you hit to come? You came wider?
Yeah, you come a little wider.
Did you come wider or go in more?
Well, I come wider and then I go in and then I come wider when I know the shot's about to happen if I'm too zoomed. And that will see us through as the final whistle. Virginia Dream, a whopping 14, all but eliminating, well, not all but, that does eliminate DC Bad Bunny from this tournament. Great showing from the Dream in their first match in the Summer Gold Copa. But they'll have a tough test this Wednesday as they take on Los Toros. Come out and watch in person, Thomas Jefferson High School Auxiliary, or tune in on DMV Sports Media, YouTube. We're so glad to have you with us. As Virginia Dream, their UPSL and NPSL season ended this week with a great long showing. The champions of the DMV South in the UPSL and champions of the Mid-Atlantic in the NPSL, but just falling short in the round of 16 in both competitions up in New York. We are gonna call it a night, but we look forward to having you with us on Wednesday, and then next Sunday we will see Arlington FC and Virginia Dream squaring off. After that, Virginia Dream will likely advance to the knockout stages of this competition. Matt, any final words on this one?
No, I think we saw what we expected to see. Very composed, relaxed performance by the Dream, sending one skilled player after another. Bad Bunny really fighting to the end. We can see them now sitting down, kind of collapsed against the wall. But the Dream are showing themselves well and setting up for a nice run in this summer tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Matt. Thank you to all the fans for joining us here on our platform, DMV Sports Media YouTube. We're looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday night. I'm ready to call it a night, and we will see you next time